Trip Digital Radio Sound Art Expression, your man DJ Journey, Tis the Time, Marquita Monet,
what's up?
Trisha Love, and Raven Dave. Ashley, Teresa, where you at? Over there. 2019, what's going on, guys? We got a new year.
What's happening?
Where's the energy at?
Man, the energy is
the energy?
You don't even know, man. 2019
Everything's great.
Did none of these ones in here, man.
That's what's up.
That's crazy.
That's what's up, man.
Already.
Well, as you know, it's not about us. Trisha Love leading our guests.
Oh, man.
So excited. We have Ryan Davis in the house.
Yes, sir.
Comedian, actor, and YouTube personality featured on HBO Def Comedy Jam. Welcome to the show.
What's good?
Thank you for having me, man.
Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Y'all shoot late, don't you?
I'm about to say, Ryan over here napping.
I was in there. I thought it was a typo.
Whoa! I'm thinking, don't comedians rock out and do the best comedy at night, though?
Yeah, off the clock. That's on the clock. This is like different. You know what I mean? Like we do the shows, and then like people think we are so exciting, and we're not. Like, in order for us to do the late, like the 2 shows at night, I nap all day.
Right.
So I didn't nap today. So y'all getting, y'all getting the real 10:30 Ryan right now.
That's what we want.
Big shout out to the real 10.
The real 10:30 Ryan.
Did you grow up with that one thing called, like, when you were acting crazy, like midnight fever?
Midnight? No.
I heard about it. It's like when you acted up.
No.
So that's the Ryan we get.
I grew up the middle of 7 kids from 2 strict parents.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
If you up at midnight, you getting a left hook. Like, no. We used to put towels under the door so our parents couldn't tell the lights was on. Like, midnight fever, we were whispering all night. Anything, it was midnight quiet time. You know what I mean? We sneaking, Somebody snuck out to go, one of my older siblings to sneak out to go see their girlfriend or boyfriend, and we gotta watch
the cover.
Yeah, we parents come in, I gotta jump in his bed and act like I'm him.
Oh, y'all looked out for each other.
Oh, you can't have that many, and because they owe you one.
That's it.
That's the secret. So, Ryan, you're currently on tour, right? Tell us about yourself. What do you got going on?
Man, I've been touring for 2 years, man. First tour, Funnier In Person Tour. Second tour, Kind of Famous Tour. It was great, man. Over 100 shows, over 70 cities.
Awesome.
Last year we did Canada. It was great, man. I can't lie, man. It's just to go to different parts of the country and hundreds or a few thousand people there waiting on you just to meet you and see you get down on stage, man. I would have never thought, man. I'm from like a small city in North Carolina, man. You could have never told me that my life would be this, and I would believe you.
Wow.
Yeah. So every day I wake up, man, I'm happy. Like I am ecstatic. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah, I'm never going back to being a legal drug dealer. It was great. It was great. It was a pharmacy tech. So,
Wow.
Yeah, I was
You did say legal.
I was legal. I was slinging drugs legally. Yeah, I was.
Did crack cocaine go legal with weed? Right now. Okay.
I was slinging Cialis. Yeah.
Viagra.
You were making hella money too.
Yeah. What? That go for 50 a pill, son.
And my condition is lovely, baby.
Shout out to the dudes that can't get up.
Hey, they will pay any amount of money, dog. The funny part is dudes who can get up still use it. They be like, bro, just take half a pill.
Extra.
It'll change your life,
Yeah,
dog.
Extra.
These dudes be out here lying, dog. These dudes be out here with the cheat codes, bro.
Same ones in the hospital talking about help me because it won't go down.
They're like,
heard
how was
that.
your night, man? It wouldn't go down, but boy. Next time I'm gonna take a quarter pill.
Okay,
This is
you
gonna
know,
learn they lesson.
okay. That
Lower the
makes
dosage. That's what
I've heard of people who had to like put a shot in it to make it go
Oh,
down.
absolutely.
It's a thing.
That's real.
Because they shouldn't have took it.
Yes, that's a problem.
And I feel bad because there's like if you don't have a prescription, that means that you stole it from somebody. There's somebody who really needs
Now, that's
it.
real.
And you just really
That's
took
real
it
right
from
there.
them.
Exactly.
I just want to see a Viagra commercial with that Fat Joe song all the way up.
Yeah.
I just want to see that.
Okay, Journey.
That
Okay.
would be a great commercial.
Okay, wow.
With the old guy with his like
You know,
purple down.
Tisha and Journey 2019. This is what you're getting.
Yeah.
Viagra would pay
Just
for
to get that
our
step on.
focus group right now.
It's the fact that it's like nothing can stop me. That's the part that's bothering me about that whole.
Except-
Really, bro? Nothing.
Okay.
That is,
Except the needle.
yeah, it's
Right.
Yeah, they don't tell that part. You can't. You tell that to a dude, man. They.
They'll back
That's
up.
a side effect. You gotta list that on the bottle. Hey, man, if this go left,
Needles are
the
coming.
needles are coming. Oh no.
Jeez.
Real.
So Marquita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to you, Ryan. How did you get started? And then I'll hand it to
How did I get
Marquita.
started? Like,
Yeah.
be completely honest with you, man. Like, people thought I was funny my whole life, man. And I never really thought being a comedian was something that was possible, man. I loved comedy my whole life. And I would always look at those people who did it like they were like, superhuman, man. That's not regular. You can't do stuff like that. And so I was never that person that looked at them and go, I can do that. I was like, man, they're out of this world, man. And
Wow.
Who was you looking at?
oh man, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle. Oh my God, Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac are some of the funniest people to ever live.
I'm nut.
Like,
You're nut.
when was the last time you watched Money Talks?
2 weeks ago.
Just watch it. It makes no sense how funny that dude is. Friday, all of that stuff. Like, you see stuff like that and you go, man, these people are just out of this world. So
Absolutely.
I never thought that I would, one day be mentioned with people like that. So I was just in the comedy, and then I watched, it was 2013, I watched Kevin Hart's Let Me Explain in theaters twice. And he's like crying because he just sold out Madison Square Garden twice. And I'm like, man, I'm sitting there in the theater like, man, I've never even tried to do what it is that I love, man. And I want to give it a shot, man. And 2 days later, I got on stage for the first time.
Yeah.
Man, rocked, and I was bit by the bug. I was like, I'm putting everything into this. And I grinded, man. I quit my job. I had my own room at home. I was a booking agent and an opening act. And I was the financier behind the whole thing. I was doing the whole thing. And then I was creating content, putting it on the internet.
Wow.
3 years later, touring the country, doing my own shows.
Man, just give a strong J on that. That's a grind, baby.
Yeah, Ryan.
That's a grind.
I ain't even have a car.
Wow. Ryan with no car.
On foot, giving flyers out, putting them on people's cars. They kicked me out the mall, no soliciting. I was like, cool, when you turn around, I want to soliciting again.
Exactly. I got to make my way.
Yeah, you crazy.
Well, I got to tell you, Ryan, like you are bringing fire and energy to this room, to this studio. And I'm so glad you chose to pursue I'm so glad that you chose to pursue your dream. With that being said, with everything that you were building, all of your grinding, everything that you were doing, the risks that you were taking, the faith moves that you were making, would you say that those were the things that kind of like laid the foundation to put you in the position to be in the realm or be having an opportunity like with HBO, Def Comedy Jam? What actually transitions you from your grinding, like doing it all on your own, to being put on platforms at that level?
It's 100%. Every time you get on stage, it's a risk. You got people coming out solely to judge you. They come out with "You better be funny," because that's why they came out. That's why they got dressed. That's why they got the babysitter. That's why they bought the ticket.
Absolutely.
If you think for 1 second you're getting on stage and ain't no pressure on you, you have lost your mind. You have lost your mind.
Yeah, that's 100.
You have pushed all the chips in the middle of the table. So you're gambling every time, whether you're gambling, financially on yourself or, in an artistic way, man. And me, like, I always wanted to be the best. I never got into this for money. I always was like, I want to be the best. I studied everybody. So when the opportunity for Def Comedy to come up and they were doing the tryouts, I knew that day nothing was going to stop me from making it on that show. Nothing.
I'm sorry. Encore, like that is the biggest. I'm sorry. You are inspiring so many people right now, like students that I've worked with, like what you're sharing right now, and the fact that you made the choice to do that, you are inspiring so many people that are getting ready to hear you.
Oh, man,
and I mean, you're telling the story. This is raw. This is uncut. This is 100. But I have to say, like, when you audition for like Def Comedy Jam, so it's Def Comedy Jam first, and then after Def Comedy Jam, that's when you had the opportunity with HBO.
Well, it was all Def. They were bringing back Def Comedy Jam.
That was on it.
Yeah, it was all Def Comedy. They had, they did Atlanta, Chicago, New York, LA. They were looking for comics all over the country. I actually was in North Carolina. I wasn't even living here yet. I flew out here just to audition.
Right.
Man, and I made up in my mind I ain't come out here for nothing. Yeah, so
that's right.
So I did my set and I got the call. And I was like, and it was so funny. It was like joyous, and then in the other hand, I was like, I know y'all better had called me. I was there. I did good.
I worked for this.
I prepared for this. Like, it was man. I had a great set, man, and it was crazy because even when the show aired, I didn't know what kind of response I was going to get. Man, I'm so used to being recognized for my content, you know what I mean? Because I have over 100 viral videos or so. So it hasn't, like, for 3 years, I haven't gone a day without having to take a picture with somebody or being stopped, being recognized. And then it changed because, like, people was like, "Oh, I know you." I'll be like, "Oh, you seen my videos?" They're like, "You make videos? I don't know nothing about that." I saw you on HBO. I was like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Yeah, exactly.
My mama got to see me on TV, dog.
That's when you made it. That's when you made it.
That's a lie. She ain't got cable, but
but
she could have. My mama could have saw me on TV.
Take it over, Jerry. I can't.
My mom had the opportunity to see me on TV. That matters. It means the same.
You sent her the clip.
It was too late. She fell asleep.
Right. The funny part is the day that it debuted, I was in Nashville, Tennessee. It was December 23rd. I was in Nashville. I had a show. I had to do 2 shows that night. And they called me and they're like, "You coming to the club?" I was like, "Not yet." I was like, "We can start the show at 8:15, 8:30. But at 8 o'clock, I'm about to be on TV, bro. I gotta see this. Man, it was so important to me. I remember I dieted before I went on TV because I wanted to lose weight. And then when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, I look the same. I lost all that weight for no reason." I could have just ate what I wanted to eat for weeks.
Okay, don't start there. Just let him talk.
The camera really put the weight right back on you, dog.
TV makes you look bigger.
It
helps you.
It looked the same. I was like, why?
You would have looked heavier if you wouldn't have lost weight.
I know. I lost weight in order to look like what I looked like in real life 3 weeks ago. I was like, man, I could see the difference in the mirror and like in pictures,
and
everything. Clothes fit differently, everything. And then I got on TV and it made me look exactly how I looked a month earlier. I was like, thank you, cameras, for everything that you do. Thank you.
Okay.
I got it. Yo, so, but let me just jump into something a little different right now because you're a funny boy.
I appreciate that.
But I was thinking though, man, I know it's not all comedy with you because of some of the things that you do on your posts.
Yeah,
your political. You get out there and you talk about the climate, the environment, things that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
J-Lo's dress.
Yeah,
I was with you on that one, bro.
I cover everything. You gotta be balanced.
Definitely, man. And I just wanted to know, is comedy where you want to step and stay, or do you want to, broaden out to other genres? Do you want to, you want to start doing the news? What you gonna do, bro?
Nah, I feel like comedy fits all of that, man. If for me, like being funny is the gift, but it's not solely the gift. I'm still, as a comedian and somebody with a platform that reaches millions, it is my responsibility to speak on certain things, man. Especially, it was my responsibility to educate myself about it first before speaking on it,
And you do well
and
at
then
that, just
speaking on it.
Yeah.
You can't.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. Could you say that again?
Yeah.
It's come here is from hard work and being myself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get here and then stop being myself. If you really rock with me and you really, a fan of mine, or you really somebody who supports me and believes in me, then you should expect me not to change. You should expect me to speak out on certain things, man. And I couldn't, and I have children. Like, I couldn't look myself in the mirror and I couldn't look at my kids every day. And if I see something that I think is wrong and I don't speak on it because I'm scared of it changing.
Exactly.
Look, I can go back to slinging Viagra. It's nothing. Like, I was cool there. You know what I mean? I can go back. It's nothing. Like,
Keep it 100.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's your responsibility now. It's still my responsibility to be funny, but comedy to me is all encompassing, man. Whenever, like, all comedy ain't the same. There's some people who do props and are silly and do all this. I'm not silly. I kick that reel and then I make it funny. I make it so you can take it. You know what I mean? But the message is still gonna be in there. I'm not gonna forget the message. So, I feel like with doing comedy, I can still do all those things. I can still talk about politics and J-Lo's curves. I can get it in the same video.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
but that's their responsibility, and a lot of people don't. But I say this: if you're not educated on it, don't speak on it. I'd rather you not say something than to just jump out there and you got millions of followers listening to you and you saying something that makes absolutely no sense.
Yes.
I'd rather you be quiet.
I'm with you on that. I feel embarrassed for you when you do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because if you do it, I'm gonna make a video. So that's the one thing that's weird about living out here, because you always gonna run into one of them people, and they looking at you, you're like, "Hey, bro, you did it to yourself." I'm just the messenger. I didn't do nothing.
Content.
Yeah, I ain't do nothing but repeat what you said.
Got him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh man. It's on you.
Is that on you, Tracy?
It's on me.
Question?
Oh my
We look at
goodness.
Tracy like that.
Okay.
You got questions.
I didn't know if it was that journey. It was at me. I guess one of the things that comes to mind, right? And always, I always go back to this question, is like that big leap. When you were doing pharmaceuticals, essentially you were a pharmacist, right? Is that the technical term of what you were doing?
Nah, man. I already know. The pharmacy tech is the person who does all the work.
Oh, yeah.
All the work. And the pharmacist is paid to know everything.
Oh.
They go to school all those years to know what the pills do. cannot give you any advice. I cannot tell you. Pharmacists go to school to tell you, yeah, don't take that. That'll give you a rash.
And you're just like, shh.
Right,
yeah, no. But that's the part that makes, that was always like, and like, do you know if I was like, I do, but I can't say nothing to you, dog. You gotta wait.
What are those things?
There's HIPAA laws. Like you cannot. No.
What is that called? Like the white mask. And you're just like that.
Yeah, a mime.
Mime. You were a mime behind the counter.
Show, baby.
But for real though, they got. I mean, the laundry list of things that's wrong with the drug. I mean, you couldn't even give us one of them. Like
nothing.
If your lips turn purple,
this is the crazy part. This is the crazy part. I can't even. It can say on the bottle, take 2 every day.
Right.
I can't tell you that. If you say, how many am I supposed to take a day? I'm like, man, I don't know nothing about that, bro. You're going to have to talk to this dude right over here. It's like you're right in front of me. I know where I'm standing, but you got to talk to this dude over here. There are laws against me saying no.
Feel good, just want to know.
Yo, and that's the crazy part, man. But that's
read, please. Read.
That's when I realized how funny people are too, because people don't think the pharmacy tech knows anything. The pharmacy tech knows everything.
Absolutely.
Everything. And people be like, nah, they don't know nothing. Long as only the pharmacists know. They think I'm just handing them the bag. No, I filled your prescription, dog.
Yes,
I pulled your name up. I have everything.
I know about you.
Yeah, I know all about you. The pharmacist didn't even look. He did nothing. The pharmacist double checked my work. They looked at the. You got it right. All right. And they moved on. That was it. Man, there was one time this dude, I promise, it made me laugh so hard. This dude was buying Cialis, right? And
what does that do?
It's Viagra. It's the same thing. It's a different brand.
Trisha.
I didn't know either, sis. I didn't know either, Trisha.
It's cool. It's cool. Viagra, Blue Pill, Cialis is shaped like a triangle. But listen,
I've never been with anyone.
You see, I didn't explain.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen the commercial? There's a commercial.
Continue.
You ever see the commercial of the guy smiling for no reason at a pool? Yeah. It just cheesing. And you'd be like, what is this commercial about? Cialis. So like this dude, he was like, I don't think this price is right. I was like, well, let me check it for you. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and pay it. No, he ain't worried about that. Because a dude rather pay over than to have me know what it is. It's okay, man.
It's like a drug deal.
Yeah. Listen. If you come in and you feel like you got to pay too much for your herpes prescription, I already know.
Exactly.
You got it. Like,
exactly.
Struggling out here. I was not struggling. I was a little Duvaling it out here.
Exactly.
I was dancing and everything. Yeah. I wasn't going back and forth with nobody.
Yeah.
Man, but
since you found your calling, you did, right? Mm-hmm. So there had to be some times within that you fell on your face. You was up on that stage.
What? Oh,
you gotta tell me about something like that.
Listen, man. This is the thing about me too, man. I am supremely confident. Like I put the work in. The reason I'm confident is because I put the work in.
Right. That helps.
I know, like, whenever I get to a certain point, but the thing with comedy is it's so subjective. So what's funny to one person may be so stupid to another person. You know, and I was still kind of young in the game. I'm still young in the game. I'm only 5 years in. You know what I mean? But I've been on stage every week for 5 years.
Wow.
Like it's not a game for me. But it was early in the game. I went to a place and performed. I killed. The guy who books the room was like, "Hey man, I want you to do our 17th anniversary, man. He's had a comedy room that he's done every month for 17 years in Charlotte." I was like, man, of course I'm gonna come do it. Whatever. I was so happy. I invited friends. I invited a girl I had a crush on. She was sitting front row. I bombed right in front of her, dog.
Oh, wow.
Bombed right in front of friends, family, everything, bro. It was, oh, what? Like, it was crazy. A dude was looking at me with his arms crossed, like, he turned around. The dude who booked me is Tito Coots, man. He's big time. He's a big brother in the game. He did Comic View back in the day. All of that, like,
Comic View.
man, a dude like looked at him, was like, Tito, get your man. So I was like, no. I was looking for the light. Like whenever you do a set, right? If I'm doing 20 minutes, I might tell them, hey, at 18 minutes, give me a light so I'll know to wrap up my set or whatever, right? No, I was about 12 minutes and I was like, Tito, light. Hey, flashlight, bro. You got something for me? I saw him in the back like, oh, I don't know what to tell you, young man. Like it was bad, but I came back and killed it. Every time I had a showing that I didn't feel like I did my best, I always go back and redeem myself. It is so important to me to exercise the demons, man. You cannot, like, when I take an L, I gotta come back and get the W. I cannot, I'm so competitive in life, man, but you don't get here by accident. I've been competing against myself forever. Like it's never about anybody else.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Whenever I bombed, every comedian on that show did well. And I never looked at, man, I never took it like, oh, I'm better than them. Why ain't it work out? No, you did this. This is your L. You got to figure out how to do this. Again, the first time I did the Hollywood, the first time I did LA, I sold out the Hollywood Improv. I was not happy with that performance. I was not in a somebody who was a patron at that show inboxed me, was like, you know, I didn't enjoy the show like that. And I was like, you know what? I can't even fault you, because I had a feeling myself that it wasn't what it was. And I came back and did All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend came. Me and Tiffany Haddish did a show at the Savoy or whatever. And then the next day, I sold out the Hollywood Improv again. And I went back and killed it. And then I remember my agent was like, man, this show was like, this is the best I've ever seen you. I was like, I know. I wasn't going, I can't. If you hit your head against the wall and you come back and, you know, you have a chance to switch it up or fix the issues, and you hit your head against the wall again, then you're not doing enough to change things up, man. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and hoping to get a different result. Yeah. Like, you can't do that, man. You got to put the work in, man. And that's everything. Everything is a lesson. You know what I mean? That's what L stands for. It's not a loss. It's a lesson. Yeah. And if you take it that way, then sky's the limit, man. Yeah. For real. Definitely.
Let me tell you something. You sound like a man, and I know you to be a man from what we're interviewing right now that has lots of wisdom, lots of experience. Do you ever, and you definitely have confidence without question, but that leads me to ask this question. Do you ever feel censored in a world that is consumed by cell phones and social media? Like, I know Tiz was asking you about, you know, and you gave this amazing response where you said you feel it's your responsibility to use the platform that you've been given via your gift to be able to help people. But do you ever feel censored about anything or uncomfortable about doing anything because of how everybody's putting everything out there with their cell phones or social media?
There will always be respect boundaries, you know what I mean, that I won't cross. And that's just being a good person. Yeah. Like, you don't talk about people's kids. You don't get to a point where, because like I have children myself, and there's certain things that you say to me, it ain't enough joking in the world. You got to see me. You got to see me now. There's not. Yes, sir. There's not. It ain't. I don't care.
We done talking.
I was just joking. That's great. But you're gonna step outside, and you're gonna see about me. So I work within respect boundaries. But at the end of the day, if it's not outside of that, we're the last truth tellers in the world, man. And if you allow yourself to be censored, you are doing yourself a disservice. Wow. Because for real, you're doing everybody a disservice. Yes. Because like there's going to be people who never know what it's like, who never seen what it was like. And if we get to a point, because my thing is, what is equality exactly? You know what I mean? So you're saying that I can't talk about a certain group of people, but I can talk about other groups of people. How is that equal?
Right.
That's what censoring is.
We
Censoring,
were
like,
just talking about that.
no, you want. I am equal opportunity offender. All right. So
So just relax.
Just relax. Right. You say you ain't said nothing about this group. Y'all give it time. I'll make my way around. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna get these jokes. Don't even worry about it. Just give it time. I'll work my way. I am very fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't like my issue isn't with groups. My issue is with stupidity. As long as you stand on the side of righteousness and intelligence, then you won't have to hear nothing come from me.
Right.
But as soon as you go on the other side, guess what? I'm in your face. That's just what it is. And then whenever you try to censor me, if anybody tries to censor me, I'm already assuming you're not on the side of intelligence and you trying to get offended. And anybody can be offended.
Mhm.
It's your right to be offended.
Right.
By all means, get offended.
Yeah.
And then go sit down somewhere. Like, that's what you do when you feel the way you feel, and then go sit down. Write a letter.
Right.
Go do something.
Okay.
Go do something that you need to do. But at the end of the day,
Write a letter.
go write a letter. Go
Okay,
write a letter. Go do whatever it is that you need to do. Make a poem. Write a new rap song. Do what you got to do.
That's it.
Paint a picture. Do some.
Okay.
Turn it into
Now,
an
you said
artistic
paint a picture.
expression. Turn it into some type of artistic expression. And then
Get
get
it
it all out,
Yeah.
and then get over yourself because
Yeah,
you're not that important, dog.
Right. Your offense isn't that necessarily
No.
important. You have a right to feel it.
You have a right to feel
But
that way.
I'm not going to be censored based on my truth and fairness. That's what you're
I
saying.
am so fair.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so fair.
That's
And there are
that's
7
That's
billion
good, Ryan.
people in the world. So many of them don't agree with you. So
Yeah,
I'm
paint
not
a picture,
gonna
as you say.
Yeah, go do
Creative.
something. Go draw, do something. Turn it into some creativity.
But I'm going to tell you my truth and I won't be censored.
No, can't. I'm sorry.
So that kind of segues into my question. So you got a lot of viral videos that are out there. So what was it that connected with the people that you thought was
the fact that I didn't care, that I was unapologetic truth teller.
Yeah.
Like right now, the biggest thing going on is like surviving R. Kelly, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right now.
Man,
and the government shut down.
Don't tell me you're a
And the
survivor,
government
bro.
shut down, right?
What is surviving R. Kelly?
Oh,
okay.
Hold on, don't tell us you're a survivor.
Who, me? Man, listen.
I've never heard.
Okay. It's a lot
Trish.
going on to the
I'm
left
just
of me.
We need to help Trish out.
I've
I'm just
never
saying.
heard of this in my life.
I've never watched
Which
it.
one?
I never watched
Well,
it.
Oh, it's a
just came out.
movie?
It's
You
okay.
never
It
heard of
just
R.
came
Kelly
out,
or
guys.
surviving him?
No, I've heard of things that happened to
Journey.
him, but I didn't know
Wait.
it was like a thing.
No, I'm from Chicago, so I can joke about this.
It doesn't matter where you're from. We all know that R. Kelly is a predator. Okay.
Where there's smoke, there is fire.
Listen,
Hold on.
smoke. Where there's a
I
video,
thought he
there's
was-
evidence.
Okay,
What are you
I
talking? Like, I
Okay.
don't understand.
He's the winner.
Yeah.
Get his trophy.
Yo,
Here.
where there's a video, there's evidence.
It's not him.
Okay, but we know what you look like.
Exactly.
All right, so I've
you
seen
remind
all
me of
your
a G.
music videos. He had a Zorro mask sitting right there on the counter. We remember when you had to step in the name of love Zorro mask.
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw it. It was on the table, dog. What are you talking about?
See, someone
That's
could
you.
have set him up. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be the devil's advocate.
Exactly.
Someone should have put
No.
that mask
Yes,
Of
yes.
course.
I just said,
Yes.
I am not taking
Yes.
up for it. I was a victim. I fight for,
Yeah.
right? But I'm just saying.
Somebody could have set him up.
I don't even know what you're talking about,
who
and I
looks
thought about
exactly
it.
like R. Kelly
Yeah,
got a
That's-
mansion
right.
that looked exactly like R.
See, you bringing the
Kelly.
facts. See, you
And
bringing the
then
facts.
brought in a little girl who looked exactly like Sparkle's niece, who Sparkle was the artist that R. Kelly was writing and producing for. Man, there's a lot of moving parts to this setup.
That's
That is-
extra,
That
right?
is the most elaborate setup I have ever
in our life,
in my life.
even on a movie.
Yo,
true.
I'm telling you, have y'all seen the movie Inside Man?
Yes.
With
It's
Denzel
even more
Washington?
than that.
That's more elaborate than that. That is insane.
But
Whoever said you had the opportunity you have a brain that can come up with that type of setup, and you chose to set up R. Kelly, rob a bank. I'm disappointed in you. Why did you do something that could have got you some real money?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Okay.
But here's
Really? That's what you?
Now that I know that, it makes a little bit more sense. All I knew about R. Kelly was peeing. That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was a while back.
That was a joke.
I didn't know there was
That wasn't
anything
no
else.
joke. Man,
But
you
if
really
I
deep
was a
on that girl.
lawyer, based on your facts, and that's all I know,
Oh.
I'd say, unless they were producing a movie, it sounds like
This was the thing with me. It's the outrage about it that bothering me. Like me.
No.
I have 3 viral videos of R. Kelly like that's my. I don't care. I've never, but everybody's like mute R. Kelly. You ain't.
back to what you said, man. When you unapologetic about your choices,
Sorry.
like if you about yours, and even goes president, if he's about
So much about this dude.
Right. That you ignore.
Listen, I don't know about, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It is a
I
big gap. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, 10 years ain't nothing when you 30 and 40.
Right.
But
Yeah.
27 years,
No,
so
they-
like
they-
Kris Jenner.
they,
like,
wasn't, they wasn't 30 and 40. My mom had me real young.
Right.
Listen, this is how young my mom is. I remember when she got dressed to go to the Outkast and Lauryn Hill concert.
Mm.
I
Okay.
love Lauryn Hill.
I'm talking about when the Miseducation dropped.
Wow.
And I ain't
Your
talking,
mom was going, and you would think that's like more like,
and I'm talking about my mom wasn't going, well, let's go see this young girl, Lauryn Hill. No, let's go see this woman my age, Lauryn Hill. My mom,
wow.
yeah, like my mom younger than Diddy. And I'm in my 30s. That'll tell
Wow.
you, yeah.
So we got you. We got you.
Yeah. So now
what
we
you're
on the
saying
same page
is,
now?
right. So what you're saying is what we're looking at is not so much just the age difference, because that is a law, because it's basically the law and how people view the age difference. Because in the South, you look at movies like The Color Purple, what was based on a true story, and that's just how it was done. But what we're looking at is the abuse part of it.
Yeah.
Because
like,
people, we can kind of, but you abusing and what these women are saying,
it
the
ain't
wives,
even
the
that.
ex-wives.
For me, it's all about what is the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the truth,
What journey,
at the end of the day, this man has a problem.
Mm.
And he had hundreds of enablers.
Right.
And that is the issue.
Right.
That is everybody,
Millions.
hundreds
That's the real
of
talk.
like it was so many people around who
Well, who's the
saw it.
enabler? Oh, you mean like the people around him in the circle?
Man,
Yeah,
Everybody that was
So-
with him.
And
Mhm.
All of
including
them.
the parents.
He was like the
The
king of
pa-
the jungle.
Listen to me. I don't care. And I'm talking about in my poorest time. I'm talking about I ain't ate in 4 days.
Wow.
If you told, and then you tell me, hey, R. Kelly touched your daughter, but it's cool. He's going to give you money. Be like, I'm going to use all the energy that I got to put hands on this man.
Exactly.
There's never an excuse. Everybody failed those girls.
Yeah.
Everybody. R. Kelly did what he did, but everybody, the parents, anytime the problem, people are saying, oh, if you still support R. Kelly, then you ain't looking out for the girls. No, those girls' parents didn't look out. Man, listen, everybody failed them. Everybody.
I
Yeah,
give
I
you 100 on
agree.
that.
Everybody.
Facts. Completely
Absolutely.
correct.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Completely.
Whenever you don't seek justice, you're failing that person. I don't care. There's no amount of money.
That's good, brother.
There's
Good
no
word. We
amount of
appreciate
money
that. Yeah.
that you can give. Look, man, my daughter every time I look her in the eyes, man, I know that she is expecting me to protect her and provide for her. And the moment I don't do that, I'm telling her that money is more important than her me.
Yeah, no.
And I can't do that.
Guy.
There's never a time where my daughter needs to think that anything in this world is more important, to me than her.
All day.
Absolutely.
And
Bless you.
everybody failed those girls. Everybody. No, it ain't surviving R. Kelly. It's surviving everybody around R. Kelly.
Right. That's
Surviving
what I'm saying.
R. Kelly.
Responsibility. Back to the word responsibility. What you said. We have a responsibility, and it's just so many different dynamics. And while R. Kelly is known and all of this type of stuff, it's going on so many different.
Right.
It's going on with people that are not known.
Because he can sing good.
No, my point is that it's going on with people that are not known, and it's a lot of girls and women that are victims of domestic violence and children who are made to feel like they have to be quiet because of this. Like this, like 2 shows right here. This is power coming out of this dream.
Hey, listen, man. They need to make a task force, man.
Yeah.
In our community, man, where girls can reach out. Hey, this dude did what? And then dudes just show up and beat the brakes off of this dude. Right. Just beat the brakes off of this. And then he can't. What he gonna do? Call the police?
Yeah.
I got beat up because I molested a child. He not gonna call the police.
Yeah.
What do you call those guys?
He just gonna.
They used to wear the berets in the
You just don't take it.
He's talking about in the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood. Like cats used to just walk around and just punk you and shit.
Yeah, when you do my alley as far as things that
protecting those kids
that I stick to, and that
okay,
that
I thought you was like, it's right up my alley, man. I used to do the same stuff, man, but I prayed it away.
You said I'm good.
You forgive it. Okay.
I went to church a lot, and then after that, man, God was like, leave. I was like, I got to do it.
Well, that's God, not me.
It's all good. It's all good.
You left it out there, man. I just had to joke.
But we gotta find out, man. Where can everybody follow you, man, and continue the antics?
Yeah, man. You can find me on social media. Ryan Davis on Facebook. You can just search Ryan Davis videos on Facebook, and one of them will pop up. Or you can find me on Ryan Davis Comedy on Instagram and Twitter. And for any tour dates, any other information, anything, you can find me on RyanDavisComedy.com. It'll get you all the information you need to know, man. And God, man, I appreciate y'all so much.
It's been a blessing. We want to thank you, man. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, man, I had a blast.
But before we go,
Midnight Fever.
Yeah, we woke him up. We woke you up, and that's what's good. But before we go, though, we always ask our guests one simple question, and we got to find out what this is to you. So we got to know, what is your superpower?
What is my superpower? My superpower is
deep.
Yeah, this is hard. You know what I mean? My superpower is also my biggest flaw too, man. And it's my lack of emotion. My lack of emotion makes me able to be a truth teller all the time because I don't get emotional about the subject. I literally keep it factual and to the chest. But on the same time, in the same token, you need to have emotions. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got children, and they need when they fall down or they got things that they're dealing with, they need dad to be like there. I can't be like, nah, pick yourself up and dust yourself. You can't do that all the time, especially not with a little girl. She needs you to kiss the boo-boo.
Yeah.
So, it's my greatest strength, but it is my biggest weakness. And hopefully I'll find the balance, but that's my superpower, man. Just not having that emotion.
Hey man, that's a very original one. We never had.
Yeah, I try to be honest. That's
what's up. Appreciate that.
I felt bad too, and I know I'm live on my Facebook. It's gonna be some females that have dealt with me. He don't have no emotion.
No, that's what I was thinking because your biggest challenge.
That's why I'm single. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Like
you're gonna have to be a little bit sensitive if you
I'm
want somebody to be
working on
sensitive
it.
with you.
I don't want to be single forever.
No,
I'm
you have to
working on it.
understand them and make them
I
feel
want to
validated.
care.
Trisha,
I
that's
want-
why her last
Then
name is Love. Okay,
pretend.
listen.
It is hard.
She is pleading with
It
this
is
man.
so hard to
Pretend
pretend.
you care. All you have to look at her and say
Jenny,
is,
what's
honey.
up with you?
And the
Look at me,
butterflies.
honey. I understand. I'm sorry. Leave it at that.
I feel
The
you.
fact that
But-
you said I understand means
Yes,
the
Trisha.
world.
I do.
Yes,
See, but this
you
is.
did.
But I'm so
Pretend.
honest. But I'm honest.
Listen,
So
Bobby.
Be
so it'll
honest
come out
to the
like.
fact that you love her
Yeah.
and you just like.
You know how long it's
The
gonna take me to fall in
flowers
love?
in
See,
the air.
exactly. They gotta stick around long enough for me to love them, and then once I love you, I can do that. But they don't ever make it that long.
Well, clearly, because you're fucking
No.
sending them away.
Yeah, I don't send them away. They leave.
No,
They-
Ryan,
they
You have to be
leave.
empathetic.
she
Is that how you say it? Empathetic?
rainbows come from you and
Yeah,
flowers.
that's the-
Yeah,
She's full of love.
I completely understand why you feel that way. I understand where you're coming from, and it is
There
important to
you
me
go.
that you feel that
This
way.
was the first
Now
step.
let me
Could I
tell
have
you
a
why
high five?
you're wrong. 'Cause- let me tell you why everything you just said
my God.
made no sense.
Okay.
All right?
Truth te- Are you uncomfortable with that?
I'm a
response,
truth teller.
Trisha?
Yeah.
She feels
She completely looked
intensely.
away.
No, she feels intensely while you don't.
Help her,
Polar
Jenny.
opposites here.
I'm
Okay.
working on it. So see, but this is the thing. This is why I talk about it in my set.
'Cause
If
you
you
know
ever
the
come to my
truth.
show, y'all will listen to
I
me tell
love this
y'all
right now.
why I say a good man is a lying man. I tell you, you want a good man, get you a liar. You hear me?
Oh my
Because
God,
y'all-
stop it,
because
Brian.
he not gonna
Stop
tell
it.
you when you wrong. He just gonna take it on the
That is a
chin.
good man.
That's a
No.
good man.
That's really a
That's
good man that tells you the
good
truth.
man.
No, a
Good-
good man does tell you the truth.
Y'all,
But I'm like
y'all
a
wanna hear
brutal
that?
honest, like,
Not want to hear
I'm like
that.
a brutal honest.
truth.
If I sit here and say,
Okay,
now let
you
me
know
tell
what?
you why your feelings don't
Okay,
make sense.
you-
Let me tell you why your feelings
Exactly,
isn't
Trisha.
a fact.
We will be respectful
I'm
and raise our
working-
hand.
There's a thing called facts and there's a thing called feelings. Now there's
Okay,
facts do not have feelings. It is 1 + 1 = 2.
that's
All
a
right?
song by Beyonce.
But
She feels.
in the world of women are emotional. This is a great thing. They're everything I'm not. That's why I need one.
You are emotional. Why do men feel like they're not emotional?
I just told you
Okay.
I'm not. I
He's
can't
not.
speak for
That's
other
it.
men.
Okay.
I got a problem.
Thank
Like
you for
I'm
helping
telling
me.
you. I have I'm always
You said,
rational.
like I admit it.
Everything is logical with me. Everything is fact based. Everything is, you know what I mean? So, but I've dealt with women enough to know that with a lot of women, 1 + 1 can equal dog. It doesn't even have to
Yeah.
equal a number. If that's how she feels that day, you have to take the time to be like, okay, let me hear it out and try to understand.
Yes, let
and
me
let her
love
know.
you.
Yes.
And this the
Let
hard
me
And I
love
do.
you.
And I want to do that. But
But-
1 + 1 does not equal dog. And I got to let you know. I look, I'm here
And
for
she
you.
says
But
love,
let me
like
tell
words,
you
like-
why
Literally.
dog doesn't make sense. And that's why I'm single, because I can't. There's never a time where I can't. I have to say it. I have to tell
I
you.
love it. I love
I
it.
have
It's
to.
true. It's true.
Yeah, I have.
So true.
I salute every man that goes, man, dog doesn't make sense. But I love her, so I'm gonna shut up. Like I salute every man that does that because I don't have it in me. I'm just like,
You do though. You do.
Okay,
no,
she says,
no.
okay.
well,
She's trying to pull it out of
Ryan,
you.
I
please
promise
don't.
you. I told you, it's my
It's
greatest
taking-
strength
But
and
he's
my
working on
biggest
it. He's
weakness.
working on
I'm
it,
working
as I
on it.
He's working
I'm
on it.
getting so good.
Pick your
Like,
battles.
I can walk in another room if you let me. I understand exactly where you're
Trisha
coming
said
from,
3
babe,
quotes.
and leave. Like,
Pick your
let me
battles,
leave.
choose love.
You gotta let
the sun
me
shine
leave.
in.
Oh,
Let me leave. Let me go be in my room. Like if I say, I completely understand, baby, I'm sorry, and I take off running into the other room,
love
you
it.
won. You won.
That's
Let me be in
But
the.
just let me
Do
leave.
not go in that room and be like, and say anything else because
That's hilarious.
That's all you have to do, though. But just finish the sentence with "I love you."
Look at your
I will. And
Yes.
the problem is somebody's gonna come in that room.
No.
And be like, "Are you
she
sure you
shouldn't.
understand?"
Oh, who would do that? I don't know if it's
That
someone
would be
named
Trish all
Trisha.
day.
Then you just have to be like, yes, and then
No, you can't. I gave you the win. I gave it to you.
Look at her now. She's invading your space.
See, you got. Once I say you are right, and I have taken off and go. Something
go to
is
the gym
unplugged.
or jump in the shower.
Okay, and this.
There we go.
That's it.
I'm going. I'm back
Okay.
on.
Dirty got it.
So you just have to go to the gym or jump in the shower.
Do I look like I go to the gym ever? Ever?
He said he dieted for the TV and was disappointed.
And
He
this is
done
all
ate.
right. Like I eat healthy now,
No, he is hilarious.
just for life purposes.
That's
Like
That's what you're
so
doing.
I can wake up like, that's why I eat. Right.
Yes.
That's the only reason I eat healthy. That's it.
Oh yeah, so we can feel good.
And so I can
energy.
feel good because I know
totally.
I don't like how chili cheese fries make
Makes
me
me
feel
feel.
whenever I
That's
wake up.
true. So we
That's
found the balance.
literally the only reason.
Radio presents LA Style Magazine. We're out. Love y'all. Peace.